Good evening, lacrosse friends, and welcome to the Toronto Rock Athletic Center for week number 5 of the MSL Classic here in beautiful Oakville, Ontario. Daryl Smart along with the JVI Sports Network crew bringing you MSL Classic action here. And tonight we've got the Six Nations Chiefs. The Chiefs 3-4 during this Classic. This is going to be their last game of this series. And they are going right to left on your screen wearing the Every Child Matters jerseys that are white and teal and orange. And they are facing the Cobourg Kodiaks in their maroon and black jerseys. Cobourg with a 4-3 record. And there's a shot to start. There's a save by Dustin Hill, your starting goaltender for the Six Nations Chiefs. Dustin Hill in net, and down to the other end, Kevin Orleman. Tyson Bell, he's got the ball. That one's knocked off by Jeff Henrik as he carries the ball, rolls it down, and hands it off to Cam Milligan. Robinson, he's down on the right side, looking to pass, goes behind the back. Nothing doing on that one. That one's intercepted by Chris Weir. Weir along the side. A little fake and a little stutter step there as he hands off to Austin Stotts, who's in the lineup tonight. And again, for the Chiefs, a good mix of young junior talent mixed in with some seasoned veterans like Brendan Bomberry, who has the ball. There's a shot. Easy save by Orleman as Bomberry collects the rebound. Again, last game of the MSL Classic for both teams. There's a shot stopped by Orleman. That one off the stick of Sam Leclerc. 13:34 remains here in the first quarter of action as the Kodiaks set up shop in the offensive end. Riley Curtis with it. Turned over. Tyson Bell's got it. Tyson Bell, who's probably played more lacrosse than everybody else. Of course, playing in the PL, he hands it off. That one stopped by Orleman, shot by Jordan Durston. Tyson Bell playing more lacrosse than anybody else, probably on both pads. Of course, playing in the PLL, the Premier Lacrosse League. His season just finished up. As Deoka Nanakok has the ball. He hands off to Marshall Palace. Give and go attempt, foiled by the Kodiaks. Jeff Henrik saunters up the floor, hands it off to Robinson. Dylan Hutchison with it. Hutchison up the middle, winds up, shot saved by Hill. Dustin Hill looking to go a long distance. He sees Jerry Stotts, and the ball bounces up and into the stick of Dylan Hutchison. End-to-end action here to start this one. And this has been par for the course here at the MSL Classic. Lots of great action. There's a shot saved by Hill. Dylan Hutchison gathers the rebound in the corner. Centers it up front as the Kodiaks look to move the ball around. Robinson spins, looking to pass. Tries to impose his will, goes behind the net. He's going to easily hold on to it. Tries to get it off to Scott Delzato, who's got the ball now. Delzato winds up, and that one is about 3 feet wide of Dustin Hill as Nungo Thompson has it and hands it off to Brendan Bomberry. Bomberry along the left side. To Stotts. Stotts shot from long distance, handled easily by Orleman. Loose ball. Still. Stotts going to pick that one up, hand it off to Bomberry. Bomberry. There's a shot. The save by Orleman off the stick of Sam Leclerc. A beautiful give and go play from Tyler Brown to Sam Leclerc. Another give and go. No, just wide of the net there as the Kodiaks miss a glorious opportunity. And that one bounces past Dustin Hill, but not into the net, goes well wide. As Skylar Thomas sets up. Skylar Thomas on the right side. He goes across the floor. There's a shot, and that one off the stick of Travis Longboat. Recovered by the Kodiaks. Longboat again. Whistle blown down as the Chiefs head into transition. Keto Hill now with it. Keto Hill, he's one of the few Chiefs that have played the entire MSL Classic as he hands off to Stotts. Deoka with the shot. Stop. And Orleman does a little pirouette as he makes the save and hands it off to the officials as Six Nations now with the ball with 10 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Keto gets the pick from Nanakoke and shoots. Easy save by Orleman. Chiefs with the ball again. Nanakoke to Keto. Out to Stotts. Stotts directing traffic. Gets it to Brown. Brown shoots. That one just goes over Orleman and picked up by the Kodiaks. Great end-to-end action here. Here at the MSL Classic. Thanks for joining us. And again, like always, we've got fans and viewers from all over North America, all over the world joining us. So don't hesitate to give us a shout out on the chat here on YouTube. And from I. Thomas, thank you, JVI staff. We salute you. Thanks for watching, and thank you for watching. And if it wasn't for you fans, this wouldn't be possible. And again, this MSL Classic has a lot of purposes behind it. Of course, the trial rules and just getting back to playing. But you know what? This is for the fans. There's a shot. That one goes wide. This MSL Classic is for the fans. We wanted to get back to lacrosse. We wanted to give the fans something to cheer about, something to watch. And I swear to you not, this MSL Classic was put together in about 5 days. No word of a lie. Durston, stutter step, one-handed pass to Thompson. Thompson, he sees Marshall Powless, who's behind the net. Powless, one-handed pass intended for Thompson, and then Thompson strips the ball. Behind the back pass, a little too fancy, but the Chiefs give the ball away as Kodiaks strike. There's an opportunity and a save by Hill. What a beautiful passing play. Travis Longboat with the shot and a save by Hill. Lots of behind the pack action here in the last 2 minutes. I swear, not one of the rules that Major Series Lacrosse was trying to implement, but lots of behind the back passes here. There's another one, and there's a shot from Brown and a save by Orleman. And that time it was a behind the back pass from Keto Hill. Jeff Henrik now, he's got it. Looking for a full complement of players to join him. Big shot. That one off the stick of Robinson. That one goes wide. Karam's all the way down as the whistle blows. But again, while we have the stoppage in play, we have to thank our sponsors, of course. Uncommon Fit, a huge one for Major Series Lacrosse. Uncommon Fit provided the uniforms for the participating teams here. We can't thank them enough for their contribution to the MSL Classic. Make sure to look them up online. The Kodiaks breaking away and holding up as Romanchuk has the ball and holds up and waits for the full complement of Kodiak players. Milligan guiding traffic, rips one, stopped by Hill. One thing you'll notice, it looks like we're going to have a holding penalty here, I think. Two minutes for interference. And heading to the box is Tyler Brown. Not sure what officials called on that one. But with that said, Tyler Brown in the penalty box. Cobourg, their first power play shot and a goal! Cam Milligan rips one from up the middle. And Cam Milligan gives the Cobourg Kodiaks a 1-0 lead with 6:16 remaining here in the first quarter. Wow. That didn't take long on the power play as the Kodiaks move the ball around nicely. And Cam Milligan, the leading scorer for the Kodiaks throughout this MSL Classic. This is his 8th game and his 11th goal for 30th point of the MSL Classic. So Cam Milligan having himself a great MSL Classic, leading the way for the Cobourg Kodiaks. Of course, that one on the power play. Chiefs with the ball. There's a shot, scores! Picked the corner. Nungo Thompson. And just like that, we're all tied up at 1. That started down to right at the center of the floor, and that was Kevin Owen Hill who picked up that loose ball. And Kevin Owen Hill with the ball, he was the ball carrier and found Nungo Thompson, and Thompson made no mistake. And just like that, we're all tied up here with 5:53 remaining in the first quarter here. And we're all knotted up at 1 goal apiece. Leclerc to Bell. There's a save by Orleman. Oh, no, went wide. Yep, saved by Orleman, went over the glasses. Tyson Bell rushes, takes on 2 players, tries to nifty little play, and bounced that one home as he's wanting to go to the bench, but can't. And there's why Tyson Bell wanted to come back and play a little bit of box lacrosse. Just saying before, there's a shot and a save by Hill. Tyson Bell saying before the game, it's nice to be playing real lacrosse. Of course, no slight on the outdoor game. But Tyson loves the Canadian game and loves to be physical. As Bomberry pumps, fakes, shoots. That one goes off the iron. Brendan Bomberry picks up his own rebound. Waits for the full offensive set. Stotts attracts a pair of defenders. Now to Nanticoke. Nanticoke shoots, scores. What a creative play by Deoka Nanticoke. That was a fancy little play. Everybody, all the attention was on Austin Stotts as it was a little bit of a yard sale. A loose ball picked up by Nanticoke. And with a few short little pumps and using a Kodiaks defender as a screen. And Deoka Nanticoke scoring from all over the place. And that one, sidearm from down under. And now the Six Nations Chiefs lead the Cobourg Kodiaks 2-1. Cobourg, Armstrong now with it. Cobourg tries the give and go. Nothing doing on that one as Chris Weir picks up the ball. Six Nations now in transition. Austin Stotts. There's a shot saved by Orleman as Stotts. Looks like Stotts is going to draw a penalty here. Something Stotts is very good at. He's a very physical player. And actually right in front of his mother into the corner there. Austin Stotts' mom having a good chuckle about that one. Of course, Stotts, one of the more physical, a very active player. The guy can put the ball in the net, but boy, he is very active. Not around the ball as well. Kodiaks, not really sure who's in the box there. Might need new glasses, I think. With the dark on dark numbers on the shoulder patches, not really sure. But nonetheless, the Six Nations Chiefs on their first power play of this game with 4:05 remaining in the first quarter of play. Daryl Smart along with the JVI Sports Network crew bringing you MSL action live from the track as Keto Hill fakes to go in. And the Chiefs go around the horn here. Durston to fakes, back to Bomberry, behind the back to Nanticoke. Nanticoke shoots, oh, another double pump. Hits off the iron as Armstrong collects the ball and is knocked off by Bomberry. Great hustle play there by Brendan Bomberry as Armstrong collected that ball, and Bomberry had to sprint all the way back to strip that one. As 1:21 remains here in the Chiefs' power play. There's a big shot from Stotts, saved by Orleman. Pass by Nanticoke. Looked to be intercepted, but the loose ball collected back by the Chiefs. Bomberry rips it. Easy save by Orleman. Rebound by Nanticoke. Looks like a simple plan. Get some shots off and get the rebound. There's a shot from Stotts as the carom goes well wide, and Nanticoke picks it up. 49 seconds remain in the power play. Bomberry to Nanticoke. Nanticoke out to Stotts. Goes across to Keto. Bomberry finds Stotts. Stotts shot. That one just goes wide. As the Kodiaks pick up the loose ball here, led by Rowan Kelly. Milligan, the goal scorer. He's got it off to Skylar Thomas. Thomas goes across the floor. Skylar Thomas going one-on-one, trying to find someone here, trying to have an offensive opportunity on the penalty kill as Skylar Thomas is checked, and the Chiefs collect the ball again. The penalty has expired, and that penalty was to Carter Badur, who just ran onto the floor as Sam LeClaire now has it. Out to Paulus. Stotts. Fake shot. That one intended to Cadeau Hill. And Hill, ball knocked off as there's a sprint here. Tyler Armstrong with it now as the ball goes. Whistle blown. And now in possession are the Kodiaks. Curtis out to Hutchinson. Hutchinson up the middle. Looks to pass. There's a shot. That one off the stick of Bennett Drake. He had himself a game yesterday and the Kodiaks win. There's a collision at the center of the floor. That one was Hutchinson and Mason Kaminga colliding. 58 seconds remain here in the first quarter. Marshall Palace goes across the floor to Nanticoke. Nanticoke, stutter step, shot. That one up high. Orleman a little disoriented on that one as the Kodiaks pick up the ball. 42 seconds remain. Henrik now with it. He sprints in towards the net. There's a shot and a goal. Jeff Henrik with a fine play end to end. Jeff Henrik went coast to coast on that one. Jeff Henrik showing a great example of changing your speed to create space as he just kind of gingerly jogged up and then did a stutter step. Nothing doing on that, and then jogged, and then he sprinted in towards the net. And that sudden change of speed opened things up. And just like that, Jeff Henrik ties things up for the Cobourg Kodiaks here with 37.4 remaining in the first quarter. Cobourg wins the draw. As it looks like the Cobourgs are going to call Cobourg Kodiaks, the Cobourg Kodiaks are going to call a timeout here with 30 seconds remaining. 25 seconds on the shot clock here. And while we have this pause, of course, we'll talk about our sponsors. Uncommon Fit has been fantastic, and as you can see, the officials looking dapper in those officials' uniforms by Uncommon Fit. And, of course, game sponsors. Each team has had their share of game sponsors to help bring you MSL Classic action live from the track here. And the Six Nations Chiefs have a couple of those. Weingard Motors from Caledonia, of course, have been a sponsor, a game sponsor throughout this MSL Classic. Thank you to them, and as well, Dreamcatcher Charitable Fund, a longtime game sponsor of the Six Nations Chiefs. So thank you very much for those two sponsors for helping us bring you live action online on YouTube here with the JVI Sports Network. And best of all, it's free, just the way lacrosse should be. Of course, we're going to try and share this game and grow this game, and that's exactly how you do it, by providing lacrosse to the masses for free. Kodiaks still trying to fix things up here as Hutchinson has the ball. They're going to wait for a shot here. Tyson Bell in the corner, and it looks like Tyson Bell's going to head to the box after that. Whack. Hutchinson draws the crowd. There's a shot saved by Hill off the stick of Brandon Robinson. Looks like Tyson Bell is going to be heading to the sin bin, as they like to call it. Not a betting man, but I think it's going to be a slash. Oh, I'm wrong. Cross-check. Oh, cross-check and a slash. So is he going to get two here? We're not sure. 14 seconds remain. We're going to wait till the timekeepers figure this one out. They did two. Did a cross-check and a slash, so I'm not sure which one. We're going to have a paper, rock, scissors. I'm pretty sure Tyson Bell. Oh, there we go. So, yes, a cross-check and a slash. So, a total of 6 minutes in the box. And the Kodiaks are going to go to work here on the power play. There's a quick stick opportunity. And that one just goes wide off the stick of Hutchinson as the ball goes all the way down. And that is it for the first quarter of play here at the Toronto Rock Athletic Center in beautiful Oakville, Ontario. We will be back with more MSL Classic action when the second quarter begins. Thank you very much for joining us. And welcome back, lacrosse friends, and welcome to more MSL Classic action here at the Toronto Rock Athletic Center in Oakville, Ontario. Daryl Smart along with the happy JVI Sports Network crew. You know what? The hardest working crew and all of Lacrosse, and a huge props to Gary and the crew. Thank you very much for bringing Lacrosse live and online, whether it be MSL, OJLL, the Survivors Cup. They've been the ones bringing it to you live and online, providing this platform. So thank you very much, and a huge tip of the cap to everyone involved. They've been working tirelessly. Milligan, he's going to set up shop here. He's got Drake. Longboat, fakes, shoots, save by Hill. Interesting questions in the chat during the little break here. Travis, Skylar Thomas, and Travis Longboat were in fact draft picks of the Cobourg Kodiaks. So there's one question by Thomas asking that one. So there's your answer. And of course, we had one more. Jonesy. He goes, Kodiak, strange name. There's no bears in Cobourg. I just confirmed with my good buddy Eric Graham, who's on the executive, the Kodiaks. He lives just north of Cobourg, and in fact, there are black bears. Maybe not Kodiak bears, but of course, that name sticking from the KW Bears, or the KW Kodiaks. And I know for a fact there's no Kodiak bears in Kitchener-Waterloo. So thanks for the questions. Bring them along. Thanks for joining us for this ride tonight, and thanks for joining us on this MSL Classic journey throughout this 5 weeks. It's been a lot of fun. I know a lot of us are going to sleep well after it's all over on Thursday night. And there's a centering pass, that one intended for Drake, as the Chiefs pick up the loose ball, and leading the way is Nungo Thompson. Nice little bounce pass to Marshall Palace, out to Durston. Of course, 1:36 remaining, and the final penalty, Tyson Bell. Tyson Bell assessed 2 penalties, one for cross-check, one for slash. Total of 6 minutes in the box. And they're a minute 20 away from killing it all off as Milligan tries to stop that statement from happening. Longboat, he's got Drake. Milligan behind the back. Drake with the shot. That one handled easily by Hill. 1 minute remains in the 6 minutes of penalties to Tyson Bell. As Kevin Owen Hill heads to the bench, hands it off to Deoka Nanikoke. Of course, Deoka Nanikoke among the top 50 players. I'll give my buddy Steven Stamp a shout out. Steven Stamp had his mock draft, or my top 50 players in the NLL draft, and I know Deoka was among those players. 24 seconds remain in the penalties. The Chiefs looking to just stretch the floor here to kill this thing off. Hito's got it. He's got Bomberry, Nanikoke, and Mason Kamenga, who's jostling along with Tyler Armstrong in the middle of the floor. And just like that, the Six Nations Chiefs have killed off 6 minutes of penalties by Tyson Bell. And we're back to 5-on-5, full-strength action here. Daryl Smart along with the JVI Sports crew. Thanks for joining us. Cobourg Kodiaks now set up shop. They've had a power play the last 4 minutes. 6 minutes in penalties. There's an opportunity. There's a shot, a goal! Wow, a nice play by Dylan Hutchison as he got a nice centering pass from behind the net. Hutchison is a very unassuming play, I should say, as he crashed the net, put the behind his back and right by Dustin Hill. And with 10:44 remaining here in the second quarter, the Cobourg Kodiaks now have a 3-2 lead. That was a great play by Hutchinson. Of course, creating space, that's what it's all about in sport, and Hutchinson doing just that. Palace, he tries to find Stotts, couldn't do that. Ball's in the corner is Guido. Tries to strip it, and now Stotts has it. Back to Guido. Guido goes all the way back to Thompson. Nungo Thompson. He's going to bounce pass it to Palace, out to Guido. Guido, fake shot. Thompson from up top. He tries to find Palace. Palace with it, behind the back again. Durston with a shot, and that one, his stick deflected by Rowan Kelly. As Thompson attempts to strip the ball off of Armstrong, and it looks like Nungo Thompson is going to head to the penalty box. Thompson looked to just strip the ball, but he got a little too much body on that one. And the officials are going to call that holding on the attempted strip. With Nungo Thompson in the penalty box, 9:36 remaining here in the second quarter. And the Kodiaks are going to go right back to work here on the power play. Milligan has it. Milligan again. Goes across. Out to Drake. Drake, that shot. Goes wide. Karam's off the boards. Out to Hutchinson, the last goal scorer. Hutchinson has it now. Out to Milligan. Winds up shot, and that one goes wide. Picked up by Drake. Rebound, scores! Bennett Drake. Johnny on the spot in front of the net. And Bennett Drake picks up the Karam off the rebound from behind the net, off the boards, and slips it between the legs. And with another power play goal, the Cobourg Kodiaks take a 4-2 lead with 9:03 remaining here in the second quarter. And again, that seems to be the MO of Cobourg. The last time Cobourg and Six Nations faced each other, they seemed to try and collect the rebounds, and it was something Cobourg did very effectively. As Bomberry has the ball, looking to pass, he's in the corner. Sees Kaminga, now to Brown. Anico fake shoots, that one off the squash. That one rattled the cage Orleman, but didn't phase him one bit, and that's the beauty of goaltending. You get rattled off the cage, and looked like nothing happened. Just an ordinary day at the office. There's a shot attempt from Henrik. As the Chiefs are now in transition. Ty Logan out to Bell. Bell loses it, gathers it again. Out to Bomberry. Bomberry spins. Marshall Palace, nifty pass. And Logan robbed by Orleman. A nifty pass by Marshall Palace. Marshall Palace looking very familiar. Older brother looking a lot like his older brother. That behind the back pass. Nice little flare. Johnny Palace style. Travis Longboat charges the net. Ball stripped by Weir. Bell looking to go press the floor. He hands it off to Keto as Keto takes command. Keto in the corner, now behind the net. Looking to make something happen. There's a shot from up top. That one by Sam LeClaire. Ball loose, picked up. Oh, and a beautiful attempt from Durston. LeClaire picked up the ball. Now hands it back to Durston. Great effort by the Chiefs here as Stotts winds up, fakes. And we're going to have a penalty here as Stotts again draws another penalty. Stotts winds up and his stick is whacked. We got ourselves a holding penalty. 7:01 remains. And heading to the penalty box is Jeff Henrik. So Jeff Henrik heading to the box with 7:01 remaining here in the first half. And our viewers again saying the Survivors Cup was awesome. Yes, it was. And of course, Jonesy, we did our little history lesson with the Kodiaks and Black Bears and whatnot. Yes. Almost forgot about the KW Kodiaks. It's been a while. And of course, Cobourg, the group there in Cobourg have done a bang-up job with this organization. The first-class arena, first-class organization. They've done it upright. And they've built their team the right way. Of course, talking to the team back when they started, not one or maybe one NLL player on the lineup, and now they've built themselves a great roster and great depth now, as you can see by the MSL Classic. Chiefs on the power play. Bomberry shot. He tries to go up top. Orleman shrugs the shoulders and stops it. The ball is dumped down to the other end, picked up by Dustin Hill. Dustin Hill presses the floor. He's got Stotts. Stotts has Keto and Bomberry. There's a shot stopped by Orleman. Chiefs playing keep away right now. 1 minute remains in the Henrik penalty. Attempted hidden ball trick is nothing. Nobody was fooled on that one. Palace. Out to Stotts. Stotts winds up. There's a shot. Gobbled up by the big mitt of Orleman as he tries to go long distance. Orleman's had Colton Armstrong in his sights, and now Armstrong has it, slips. As Kessler Doolittle is marking him. Centering pass attempt picked off by the Chiefs. Here's a fast break now. Liam Leclerc. Leclerc now pulls back, waits for the complement of offensive players as he goes to the bench in favor of Stotts and company. There's a bounce shot. Gobbled up again by Orleman. The Kodiaks try and press. There's a spin around play. We got ourselves a little bit of a scramble. As Durston goes up top, scores! No. Entertaining to say the least. Jordan Durston thought he had himself a goal. But the officials blow that one down. And just like that, the ball's down to the other end. End-to-end action here, the MSL Classic. Thanks for joining us. As the Chiefs, Kodiaks, are going at it. 4-2 lead in favor of the Kodiaks with 4.5 to go in the first half. Kodiaks moving the ball quickly. There's a shot. That one stopped by Hill off the stick of Robinson. End-to-end action, these two teams. It's been nonstop. There's a shot. That one's stopped by Hill off the stick of Drake. Official looked like he was going to put his hand up, but opted not to on that one as the Kodiaks have the ball again. Robinson spins. Shot saved by Hill. That was a nice play by Robinson. Liam Leclerc heads up the fast break again as he holds back. He's got Jamie Dilks with him. Both are heading to the bench in favor of some more offensively fluid players. Deoka tries to find Bomberry but couldn't as Orleman gets the ball and hands it down to his teammates as they head up the floor. Kelly, he's going to hold up. Out to Delzato. Delzato on the left side. He's going to go across the floor. Longboat. Longboat goes underneath. There's Delzato pump saved by Dustin Hill. Scott Delzato all alone and foiled by the big pad of Hill. There's Stott's shot. Easily handled by Orleman as there's the loose ball. Keto is not giving up on that one. 2:40 remains here in the second quarter. Cobourg Kodiaks 4, Six Nations Chiefs 2 in a defensive battle. A very close checking game here as both teams really bearing down on the defensive end as Austin Stott's not liking something down to the other end. And Doolittle is going to have it, and we've got ourselves a stoppage in play, and we've got ourselves an unsportsmanlike. Official Ferguson, again, taking charge here. And as Austin Stotts heads to the box for unsportsmanlike, and I think that was John Tavares saying something from the bench. And Marshall Palace is going to head to the bench. So, again, the Six Nations Chiefs are going to be shorthanded. This time they're going to be 2 men down, 2 minutes, 16 seconds to go. Long boat, Skylar Thomas, Milligan, and Robinson with it. Thomas, the longboat shot, quick stick, goal. Wow, beautiful ball movement by the two youngsters, Skylar Thomas and Travis Longboat, as Travis Longboat finishes that one with 2:01 remaining. That was a beautiful passing play by the Cobourg Kodiaks. And I believe that is the third power play goal of the night for the Cobourg Kodiaks. So 5 goals on 3 power plays. Power play goals. 2 minutes remaining here. As Kaminga wins the draw. Kaminga checked a little bit high as he heads to the bench. Tyson Bell now with it. And it looks like we're going to have another penalty here. It looks like a delayed penalty for the Kodiaks. 5 seconds remain on the shot clock. Keto, he's going to spin, shoots. Nothing doing on that one. Orleman with the save as the rebound picked up. And we're going to have a holding penalty with 1:27 remaining here in the second quarter. And it looks like it's going to be number 8, Curtis Romanchuk. Curtis Romanchuk with the hold. And that will even things out for about a minute. Just over a minute or just under a minute. 1:27 remaining here in the first half. The second quarter, of course, one of the trial rules of the MSL Classic. Playing 4 quarters opposed to the 3 periods of play. Elkowitz the shot, and then it dives in. Nice save by Orleman. Durston gives a whack. As Kelly has it, drops it off to Skylar Thomas. Thomas with it on the right side. He goes up the middle, winds up, shots, goal! Skylar Thomas rips that one. Uses the defender as a screen. And it's Skylar Thomas's turn to get in the goal department with 53 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And the Cobourg Kodiaks taking a commanding 6-3 or 6-2 lead. .53 seconds remain. Skylar Thomas with that one. And of course, the last Kodiak goal was Skylar Thomas connecting with Travis Longboat as Henrik and the Kodiaks win that draw. Armstrong with it. 42 seconds remain here in the second quarter. We're still playing 4-on-4 lacrosse here for another 15 seconds. Thomas looking for some more. Tries to center it. Ball's bouncing in front of the net. Picked up. That one by Robinson. Robinson imposes will. That's a nice one-handed shot. That one just goes wide as the shot clock expires here. Wayne Dewey Jacobs, president, GM, and head coach of the Chiefs, going to call the timeout here with 18.4 remaining in the second quarter here as the Chiefs will go on the power play here as the Kodiaks penalty has 51 seconds remaining in it. Again, while we have a break, thanks again for joining us. Daryl Smart along with the JVI Sports Network crew. And again, thank you, the viewers, for joining us along on this 5-week ride. It's been a long ride, but it's been a fun one. So thank you very much for joining us. And we're going to hope to do it again in 2022. And we're going to do it for real, hopefully. And again, if you want to interact with us online, go right ahead into the chat. We'll give you a shout out. Last week, we had viewers from Florida. We had people from Oklahoma, Syracuse, Rochester, BC. As it looks like the Kodiaks now are going to call the timeout. Jonesy, he's asking if Skylar Thomas, he goes, is he 5 feet tall? I think he might be. He's the smallest guy on the floor, but boy, he's a bit of a water bug. If we're going to use the old hockey analogy, he's kind of like a Dennis Savard, just all over the place. He's a water bug out there, and Skylar Thomas showing his thing. And again, we'll talk about some of the sponsors. Of course, Uncommon Fit providing the uniforms for all of the teams throughout this MSL Classic. And of course, Cobourg Kodiaks, Six Nations Chiefs, Oakville Rock, Burlington Lacrosse Club, and Owen Sound all playing in this MSL Classic. And we thank them for joining us along the ride and providing us something to cheer for and watch as the ball is intercepted with 3 seconds remaining. As Skylar Thomas, Colton Armstrong grabs the ball, dumps it into the corner, and that is it for the first half of play as the Cobourg Kodiaks lead the Six Nations Chiefs after 2 quarters of play by a score of 6-2. And we will be back with more Major Series lacrosse action at the MSL Classic here at the Toronto Rock Athletic Center when the second half begins. Thanks for joining us. And hello, lacrosse friends, and we are back at the Toronto Rock Athletics Center in beautiful Oakville, Ontario for the Major Series Lacrosse's MSL Classic. Daryl Smart along with the JVI Sports Network crew. Thank you very much for joining us along on the ride in this journey. As the first half on the scoreboard was all Cobourg Kodiaks as they lead Six Nations Chiefs 6-2. Chiefs win the draw here to start as they go right to left on your screen. Of course, a big 4-goal explosion from the Kodiaks to kind of open the game up here. But of course, beautiful game of lacrosse. No lead is too big or too small. As Austin Stotts heads up the middle. Stotts winds up. Fake shot. There's a shot and a goal. No goal. What a beautiful play. As Bomberry faked the shot behind the net to Deoka Nanikok, who tried to dive in from behind. There's Skylar Thomas now. All alone. There he is. There's 22. That's Henrik. Tries to go behind his net, or behind the back, to get the first shot on Troy Holoschuk. We've got ourselves a goaltender's change. Dwayne Jacobs splitting the goaltender's duties tonight between Dustin Hill, who started the first half, and now on to Holoschuk. There's a shot saved by Orleman. That one off the stick of Sam LeClaire. Baddour shot, scores. Just like that, the Cobourg Kodiaks take a commanding 7-2 lead. That was 27. That was Carter Baddour with the shot as he rifled that one into the bottom left corner. That one fooled Holoschuk. Holoschuk, welcome to the game on that one. The Kodiaks take a 7-2 lead as the officials talking to John Tavares, one of the coaches of the Chiefs. 13:38 remaining here in the third quarter. Kodiaks, that's the way you want to start a quarter of action with a goal like that. As Baddour nets his first of the game. Kodiaks looking for more. Armstrong out to Robinson. He spins out in the middle. Out to Robinson. Robinson now with it. Shot saved by Holoschuk. It's always tough. You're going in cold like that. And Holoschuk with his first save of the game. Robinson goes across the floor to Delzato. Is behind the play as Nungo Thompson and Jeff Henrik exchange words, and they're both going to go to the penalty box here. Oh, Holoschuk. Thanks for the pronunciation on that one. Troy Holoschuk. As we've got offsetting penalties here. Behind the play is Nungo Thompson, Jeff Henrik exchanging words and a couple of jabs with each other. 12:49 remains here in the third quarter. Officials sorting things out. Tyson Bell hands the ball back to the official here as things are going to reset. 30 seconds on the shot clock. And into the stick of Riley Curtis to start things off for the Kodiaks. Mulligan, shot, that one wide. Rebound, easily picked up by Robinson. Robinson, stutter step with the pick. Back to Drake. There's a quick stick opportunity to save by Holoschuk. Nice quick stick shot by Riley Curtis as Tyson Bell presses the floor down to the other end. Stotts shoots, saved by Orleman. Badur, the last goal scorer, hands it off. One of the smallest players on the floor, Skylar Thomas, as the ball picked off. Now Kessler Doolittle has it. Doolittle heading to the bench in favor of Brendan Bomberry and company. Bomberry on the left side here. 57 seconds remains in the offsetting penalties as we're playing both at full strength. Jordan Durston with the shot, swallowed up easily by Orleman as he finds Robertson down to the other end. Robertson out to Robinson. Say that a couple of times. There's a shot and a goal! Looks like Brandon Robinson with that one. Oh, no, Cam Milligan. Cam Milligan with the shot. And Milligan makes it 8-2 for the Cobourg Kodiaks. Cobourg moving the ball really well. Milligan, who scored the first goal of the game for the Kodiaks, is earmarked it here in the third quarter with the 8th goal, and with 11:20 remaining in the third quarter, we've got ourselves an 8-2 score. Ito tries to find Tyler Brown. Brown out to Stotts. Stotts up the middle. Goes over the top. Tries to shoot that one. That one goes wide of Orleman. Picked up by Quito. Quito's got Nanacoke. Nanacoke trying to impose his will. Beautiful spin move. Scores! Deoka Nanacoke. What magic on that one. As Austin Stotts enthusiastically meets Deoka Nanacoke. And again, the magic of Deoka Nanacoke. He's just got such an imagination for a big player that likes to impose his will physically. But boy, oh boy, what a beautiful play on that with the spin move. And then just goes over the top. And Deoka Nanacoke finds the net. And that's his second of the game. And that stops the bleeding for the Chiefs. 10:45 remaining in the third quarter. Nanacoke was the last Chiefs goal scorer, and that goal was way back when, with 4:50 remaining in the first quarter. So it's been a while. The Cobourg Kodiak defense has done their job, really holding the Chiefs offense at bay here as Nanacoke finally, there's another shot. Stop by Orleman as he goes backwards to try and smother that one. And a Sam LeClaire attempt. 10-10 remaining here in the third quarter. Cobourg Kodiaks 8, Six Nations Chiefs 3. Daryl Smart along with the JVI Sports Network crew bringing you MSL Classic action live and online from the Toronto Rock Athletic Center here in Oakville, Ontario. Thank you very much for joining us on the ride. We really appreciate having you along with us as Nungo Thompson now has numbers. There's a shot. He goes up top, tries to bounce it. No can do. It goes wide and into the Kodiaks bench. Curtis spins. Now he's up top. He finds Milligan. Oh, sorry. That's Bennett Drake. Bennett Drake shoots off the spin. He spins around the check and gets that shot off. And Holochuk with the nice save. Holochuk settled in now. Nanacoke showing that creativity. Spins around, goes across the floor for Marshall Palace. Palace looking to go across the floor. He sees Bomberry. Bomberry to Palace. Out to Quito. Quito shot. Easily handled. Rebound by Tyler Brown. And another stop by Orleman. Kevin Orleman's been hot tonight. It's a hot, humid day here in southern Ontario. And Kevin Orleman has been hot in that crease tonight for the Cobourg Kodiaks. He's been fantastic as Skylar Thomas with some wizardry hands it off to his buddy Travis Longboat, but loses the ball. We're going to have a break in the action here. Of course, thank you very much to our viewers for joining us. We've got viewers from Florida. We've got viewers from Nebraska, Rochester, Syracuse, BC, all over New York, all over Ontario. Thank you very much for joining us. We had someone from the Maritimes tuning in last week. So if you're tuning in, thank you again for joining us live and online here on the JVI Sports Network on YouTube. Milligan winds up. Jamie Dilks intercepts that one as he goes up top and finds Thompson. Thompson shoots, and that one just wide. Seems to be a recurring theme for the Chiefs tonight on the offensive side of things. Plenty of opportunity, but a lot of missed nets and a lot of posts. Milligan whips that ball out to Robinson. He couldn't get a handle on it as Liam Leclerc tries to go a long distance. As, again, the officials giving a tee to Austin Stotts, who wasn't even on the floor. He joins Tyson Bell, who is in the box as well. So, again, a recurring theme in this game, the Six Nations Chiefs with players in the penalty box, and the Cobourg Kodiaks with the man advantage shot and a goal. Beautiful passing play there. 2 men down, and with 2 players down, it's easy pickings. That looked like Dylan Hutchison. Dylan Hutchison, the recipient of that beautiful passing play. With 7:41 remaining here in the third quarter as the Cobourg Kodiaks add to the lead, and it's 9-3. 2 men in the box, now only 1, Tyson Bell, after that power play marker. I think that's the 4th power play goal. I think 4th or 5th power play goal. I wasn't counting, sorry. As Dale Kananikoke imposes as well, and there's the hat trick from Dale Kananikoke. Best way to fight some adversity is to just go down to the other end and score a goal, and Dale Kananikoke did exactly that. And folks, Dale Kananikoke just did that with a wood stick. He's using a wood stick out there off the draw. I think it's it is a wood stick. I'm pretty sure that's a wood stick. He was using a wood stick and he scored that goal, and that was his 3rd of the game with the Woody. There's the shot saved by Holichuk. That was impressive. I didn't notice that until now, but I think Dale Kananikoke was using a Woody on the draw, and he scored the goal. Wow. 9-4, Kodiaks lead. Stott still in the box. Chiefs killing off the penalty here. Thurston with the shot. That one thwarted by Orleman. Ball intercepted by the Kodiaks as they press the floor. Badur heads to the bench because, of course, the Kodiaks on the power play. As you could hear Cam Milligan screaming to his teammates, let's set up shop here. With the man advantage, 30 seconds left on that. There's a shot, that one wide. Karam's off all the way down, and Brendan Bomberry is racing all the way down. Bomberry picked his head up too early on that one. 6:10 remain here in the third quarter. Bomberry, he's going to hold on to the ball here, hand it off to Tyson Bell. Bell playing catch with Bomberry. Tyler Brown down to the other end. Keto as well. Keto trying to break. There's a whip. Looked like a shot, but a pass attempt to Keto Hill. Nothing doing on that one as 5:46 remains here in the third quarter. And that's the end of the Austin Stotts penalty. And we're back to full strength here with the Kodiaks leading the Chiefs 9-4. Kodiaks with the ball. Nice play by Longboat. Longboat, nice spin move. There's a shot saved by Holochuk. A little bit of everything by Travis Longboat on that one. Picked up his own rebound, played the physical play. Of course, one of our viewers saying Skylar Thomas and Travis Longboat, both about 5 feet tall, play like they're 6'4". That's about it. Orleman checked by Jordan Durston, as Durston is on the ground now. And some handy play there by Orleman, making sure that the ball doesn't come loose on him. Durston in the corner, tries to impose in, dives. Nothing doing on that. Looks like Romanchik is going to go to the box for a hold. This game had a good flow to it and a lot of stoppages in play, a lot of penalties here in the early going of the third quarter, and we've got ourselves a hole, and Romanchik goes to the box. Really enjoyed the flow of the game without the penalties. Both teams going end to end. Now we're all out to set plays here as both teams heading on to the power play. This time the Chiefs. Palace, Durston coming up on top, winds up. There's a shot, tipped, gets to Orleman but couldn't get through. As the Kodiaks pick things up. Kelly. He's going to hold on to the ball here, try to kill some of this penalty. Nice penalty kill action as Ty Logan checks him. Brandon Robinson, very content to hold on to the ball as Doolittle is on him as Robinson goes behind his back and chucks it down into the Chiefs' end to kill off the shot clock. Stotts with it. Stotts to Keto. 1 minute remains here in the Kodiak penalty. Stotts and Keto playing catch here. Bomberry dives in, shot and a goal. Brendan Bomberry dives in. And Kevin Orleman gives a dap to Brendan Bomberry and says, nice goal on that one. As Bomberry finally gets on the board. Great sportsmanship by Orleman as Bomberry gets the ball. 3:41 remaining here in the third quarter. And Brendan Bomberry inches the Six Nations Chiefs a little bit closer to the Cobourg Kodiaks, who now lead 9-5. Kaminga with it. Shot attempt blocked. Loose ball picked up by Keto, but the ball, of course, loose again, and things whistled down again, and the Chiefs in possession. Keto backs in, looking for the full complement of offensive players here. 3:21 remains. Third quarter. Stotts with it. Stotts down on the right side. Underhand, one-handed pass across the floor to Keto. Keto winds up, shot. That one handled by Orleman. That was a tricky one. And Orleman's been dialed in all night long. Orleman, one of the better Kodiaks tonight. Of course, Skylar Thomas, Travis Longboat. Cam Milligan's got a pair. Delzato with the shot. That one wide. Loose ball picked up by Nungo Thompson. 2:30 remains here in the third quarter. Brendan Bomberry, the last goal scorer, he had Tyler Brown in his sights, but couldn't connect with him. Riley Curtis goes across Plays catch with Robinson. Back to Curtis. Curtis winds up. That one off the squash of Thompson. Gotta love lacrosse players. Ball hits him right square in the head. Right in the mush. And not even a flinch. This time it was Thompson. As we've got ourselves a stoppage in play. And we've got ourselves, guess what, folks? Another penalty. This time a slash. Tyson Bell heading to the bench. Tyson Bell has spent a lot of time in the penalty box tonight. And before the game, he was saying how much he loves the Canadian game on the box. He's been playing south of the border in the Premier Lacrosse League, and he was pretty pumped to be back. Loves that physical play, and unfortunately the officials haven't liked what he's offered tonight. Kodiaks trying to kill a penalty here as the Chiefs pressing in. That's Austin Stotts on the left side. A beautiful play by Stotts, eluding. Tries to go between the legs. Hito plays ragdoll into the corner. It looks like Stotts is hurt. As Stotts is down, a minute 35 remains here in the third quarter. Minute 23 remains. And the Chiefs' penalty to Tyson Bell as Austin Stotts is on the floor. As Dave Sowden, Chiefs trainer, runs onto the floor to attend to him. Well, we've got a moment. Make sure to go to majorseriesLacrosse.ca for all your scores, standings, stats, news, game stories, you name it. Everything Major Series Lacrosse. It's on majorseriesLacrosse.ca. So make sure to head on over there. Of course, all the game recaps on the website. And of course, leading you to all our socials on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook. The Stotts gets a round of applause from the crowd here at the Toronto Rock Athletic Center. But head on over to majorseriesLacrosse.ca for all the latest. And of course, when the MSL Classic is done, make sure you head on over there for all the news. Major Series Lacrosse will try and provide you with a little bit of content during the off season as Brendan Bomberry leads the charge here. Nanticoke out to Bomberry. Marshall Palace with it. Palace doesn't spin. Finds Tyler Brown. Bomberry off the check. Spins. Gets the pick from Nanticoke. Nanticoke rifles that one. Whoa. Rifled that one from very close range. Thank goodness that didn't hit Orleman. Wow. Nanticoke unloaded on that one. Thomas out to Longboat. They've got Delzato who throws the pick, and there's a shot from Longboat. Goes wide as Chris Weir picks that up. Weir checked by Skylar Thomas. Skylar Thomas has been everywhere tonight. Longboat now with it. He's got Robinson. There's a shot from Delzato, handled by Holochuk. Jamie Dilks now with it. 18 seconds remain here in the third quarter. Handed off to Leclerc. Sam Leclerc now with it. He finds Durston and Stotts. Stotts, 5 seconds remain. Marshall Palace unloads. There's a save by Orleman. The Chiefs pick up the rebound, and Durston can't do much with that as the third quarter comes to a close. The Six Nations Chiefs inching a little bit closer. But the Cobourg Kodiaks holding on to a 9-5 lead. After 3 quarters of play, for Daryl Smart and the JVI crew, we're going to be back when the fourth quarter resumes. Thanks for joining us. Oh, hello, lacrosse friends, and welcome back to Major Series Lacrosse and the MSL Classic, and this one between the Six Nations Chiefs and the Cobourg Kodiaks here from the Toronto Rock Athletic Center. Daryl Smart, along with the JVI Sports Network crew, bringing you this MSL action live and online on YouTube. Thanks for joining us. And we're here for quarter number 4 of this final game for both teams in this MSL Classic, and the Cobourg Kodiaks with a 9-5 lead over the Six Nations Chiefs. There's a shot from Stotts. Stotts wants a reset, but that one didn't hit Orleman. 11 seconds left. There's another shot, and that one a bit of a waster and misses the net by a bunch. Just to recap that third quarter, Dale Kananakoke with a pair, and Brendan Bomberry, he scored 1 for 3 goals for the Chiefs, while Dylan Hutchison, Carter Badur, and Cam Milligan all scored to equal things out for the Kodiaks as they hold on to the lead. There's a shot from Robinson handled by Holochuk. Loose ball. And guess who has it? That's Travis Longboat. Yeah, you had your pick of 2 players, Travis Longboat or Skylar Thomas, and this time it was Travis Longboat's turn. Robinson to Delzato. Delzato shot from up top. Trailer coming in to try and pick up the rebound, but Holochuk picks that up. Pass intended for Bomberry. Couldn't get a handle on it, but still has the ball into the corner. Bomberry looking for a full complement of Chiefs players here as he tries to dump pass off to Sam LeClaire. Loose ball in the corner. Picked up by the Kodiaks. As Carter Badur comes up with it and sprints down to the field. Kodiaks moving the ball well. Delzato with it, spins. Still has the ball. And still has it, gets a shot off, and he was checked by a pair of Chiefs. But a great hustle play by Delzato as Delzato spun around 2 players, gets knocked down, and still gets the shot off. Robinson spins. Looking to center the pass, but couldn't get it as Jamie Dilks now has it. Dilks, he's got numbers. He's got Thompson with him. Thompson looks to go across the floor to Stotts. Stotts swoops, dives past to Keto, and Keto tries to quick stick that, and Orleman, like he has all night long, was there to make the save. Thompson sticks out the arm, out to Stotts. Stotts bounces off 2 defenders, still with the ball. What strength by Stotts. Bomberry shot, easily handled by Orleman, and you can tell how confident Kevin Orleman is tonight. He just stopped that, didn't even faze him. He just looked at it and said, I've got that. 12 minutes remain here in the fourth quarter as Kelly brings up the ball for the Kodiaks. Drake the Longboat. Longboat heads to the net, spins off his check. Out to Robinson. Quick stick attempt by Drake, saved by Holochuk. Tyson Bell now with it. Tyson Bell, he's going to hold up here as he waits for the pick from Nanakoke. Brown to Nanakoke. Nanakoke, shot a goal! There's 4 from Dale Kananakoke. That's a perfect example of what Dale Kananakoke could do. He could bull rush you, create the space. And just like that, Dale Kananakoke has 4 goals tonight. This one with 11:22 remaining in the fourth quarter. And now, folks, we've got ourselves a 3-goal game. Face off, loose ball picked up by Keto Hill. Keto with it, hands it off to Kaminga. Kaminga, long distance pass to Stotts. Stotts winds up that one off the shoulder of Orleman. Chiefs. Kito with it now. He heads up the middle. He's met by a pair of Kodiak defenders. Bomberry now with it in the same spot. Tries to go across the floor. Tries to find Stotts. Can't do it. Then he does. Stotts underhand pass. Foiled. But Durston now with it. Durston pumps, shoots. Saved by Orleman. Bomberry. Out to Palace. Now to Durston. There's a delayed penalty on the play. There's a shot, scores! Austin Stotts spins, imposes his will, dives, and we've got ourselves a 2-goal game, folks. And just like that, the Six Nations Chiefs chip away at the Kodiak lead. And Austin Stotts, with 10:27 remaining here in the fourth quarter, has made this one a 2-goal game. The Cobourg Kodiaks lead the Chiefs 9-7 now. Kaminga and Colton Armstrong on the draw. Colton Armstrong wearing 44. 11, Kaminga. Ball won by Armstrong, but all the way down to Holichuk. Tyson Bell out there. As we hear one of the coaches of the Chiefs yell, Tyson, stay. He's got Palace. Nannycoke with the hot stick. Tries to find a hole, but couldn't. Kito, a little too soon, gets it as Kevin Owen Hill is dumped by Colton Armstrong. And the Kodiaks will now have possession of the ball. 9:50 remains here in the fourth quarter. 2-goal game. Curtis out to Longboat. He tries to fight Thomas. Thomas with the shot and a save by Holichuk. The Six Nations Chiefs, no stranger to coming from behind. Every victory they've had here in the MSL Classic has been from behind, as Kito Hill almost puts that one by Orleman just off the post. Loose ball picked up by Kito. Lays out flat, passes it out to Bomberry. Marshall Palace, he tries to find Stotts, scores! Austin Stotts! Emphatic celebration. And Austin Stotts catches fire with his second goal in a row with 9:09 remaining in the fourth quarter. And we've got ourselves a 1-goal game. This one was a blowout for a while. And slowly but surely, the Six Nations Chiefs have just chipped away at the lead. And those balls that were missing the net early in this game are starting to hit the net and go in. So it's that old adage of just keep throwing stuff to the net and good things will happen. And that's what the Six Nations Chiefs have been doing so far here in the second half. Tyson Bell playing both offense and defense now. Like I said, the guy loves to play. Probably has lots of gas in the tank. He's been in the box quite a bit tonight. So playing both ways now as we've got ourselves, and another penalty. We've got lots of hand gestures from the officials as we got Marshall Palace. Looks for a rough. That's going to be Marshall Palace. And Colton Armstrong going off. So we're going to have coincidental penalties here with 8:47 remaining in the fourth quarter. And Angel Thorpe, you are right. Beautiful offensive set. The pick to create the matchup mismatch. They create the ball and just goes to the rack. Number 1 overall pick. And I think They're talking about Deoke and Anacoke. Again, some of our fans online watching and interacting in the chat, thanks for joining us. Don't hesitate to let your fingers do the talking. Don't mind talking back to you. Giving you a shout out here on the JVI Sports Network. Robinson with it. He's taking all sorts of punishment from LeClaire. Looks like we're going to have another penalty here, and this one's going to go to the Six Nations Chiefs. Thomas shoots, scores! Skylar Thomas off the bench, who was the extra attacker. Zorlman head to the bench for the extra attacker on the delayed penalty, and they get the ball to Skylar Thomas, and Skylar Thomas buries it with the, we can call that one with the man advantage, I guess, because it was a 6-on-5 situation. And Skylar Thomas with his second of the game with 8:18 remaining, and the Kodiaks scoring their first goal of this quarter to give themselves a 2-goal cushion. Anacoke again with that wood stick. Facing off against Delzato. Delzato still in the mix here as Delzato picks up the ball. That was a nice job as Keto and Delzato mix it up. Two guys with the two lone players with the red helmets tonight on opposing sides. 7:55 remains here in the fourth quarter. Travis Longboat taking a whack from Thompson as the ball comes loose and picked up by Kessler Doolittle. Doolittle to Thompson to Keto. Keto couldn't get a handle on it as the ball comes loose. And again, a 2-goal lead. One of the trial rules in the MSL Classic here is the overtime. I don't think we've gone to overtime here in the MSL Classic so far. Why not do it in week number 5? And of course, the MSL trial rule is sudden victory in overtime, opposed to the regular Major Series lacrosse where we play the full overtime period. Skylar Thomas with it, shovels it out to Cam Milligan. Milligan on the left side, behind the back, dumps it off the carom out to Robinson. Heck of a pass to Robinson. Not sure if that was by design as Robinson tried to bounce that one over the shoulder of Holichuk. 4 seconds remain in the coincidental penalties. Stotts now with it up top, up the middle. He's going to shoot. As Stotts tries to go over the top to pick up the rebound, but couldn't find it. LeClaire now with it. He finds Bomberry, now out to Durston. Durston on the right side, winds up, shoots. That one squirts between the legs, and Johnny on the spot. Orleman spins around to get that. And so does Jeff Henrik. Nice play, nice defensive play by Henrik, who has the ball. Henrik to the net. Ball comes loose. Curtis shoots. That one wide of the net. Loose ball bounces around and now picked up by Travis Longboat. Longboat. Armstrong. Bounce shot off the boards and right back to Armstrong, but he's going to let that one roll all the way down. With 5:54 remaining. Kodiaks 10, Chiefs 8. Errol Smart along with the JVI Sports Network crew. Thanks for joining us for this one. Another tight game here at the MSL Classic. A lot of tight games here throughout this 5-week journey. This one, again, no exception. It looked like it was going to be a runaway as the Kodiaks run away with the ball, and they've got numbers. There's a shot, scores! And just like that, Cam Mancini with that one. And Cam Mancini gives the Kodiaks another cushion here, and this time a 3-goal lead. So Cam Mancini with 5:30 remaining in this one. Kodiaks 11, Chiefs 8. 5:30 remaining here. Kaminga and Delzato still battling for the ball. Ball comes loose as Kaminga scoops it up to Liam LeClaire. Thompson on the right side. 5 to go here. One-handed pass. And Stotts with the, I'm not sure what we're going to call that. Looked like one of those all-star attempts. An all-star best shot competition. And jumping up in the air. And I'll go Thompson all alone. Thompson fakes, shoots. Oh, just goes wide. As Dilks gets an earful from Orleman. Skylar Thomas spins off the check. One hand on his stick, still with it, rolls it out for Travis Longboat. Longboat, Dilks. Ball still loose. We're going to pick this one up, and the Chiefs come away with the ball, and Tyson Bell heads things over. He sees Bomberry. Bomberry pulls back out to Keto. Keto spins, shoots, save by Orleman. Nice veteran save there by Orleman as he just held on to the ball. Was content on just falling down on it. 4 to go here, fourth quarter. Kodiaks 11, Chiefs 8. Delzato with the ball, shot. That one tries to go over the shoulder of Holichuk. The Chiefs pick up the rebound. And the Chiefs are into the offensive zone led by Thompson. Nanticoke now with it, imposes the will. Tries to get a pass off to Bomberry, but nothing doing. Bomberry's in pursuit of Curtis. Curtis with the shot, saved by Holichuk. Sorry, that was Tyler Armstrong with the break. Tyler Armstrong. Keto. Lob pass to the other side to Thompson. Thompson on the right side, stutter step, looks to pass. Stotts fakes, shoots, goes well wide. Karam off the boards. And the Kodiaks are all alone. Daryl Robertson with the ball, hands it off, heads to the bench. Thomas to Robinson. Playing catch, now Thomas again. Goes across the floor to Milligan. Milligan, the captain of this Kodiaks team. Shot, that one beat Holichuk, but not the pipe. 3 to go. 3-goal deficit. Tyson Bell with it. Imposes the will. Tries to dive in. Lowers the shoulder down, but couldn't get anything on that one as the refs blow things down. And Orleman says it's time for a water break. While we have this break, we might as well talk about some of our sponsors here. And again, Uncommon Fit, the official supplier of the uniforms for all of the MSL Classic participating teams. So thank you for the fits. They look sharp, especially those Chiefs Every Child Matters uniforms. And of course, stay tuned to their socials and their website for more details. They'll be auctioning those off. And of course, every single penny of the proceeds of that auction will be going to a charity back home. And of course, the Chiefs have a couple of game sponsors, Weingard Motors in Caledonia. Thank you very much for helping out bring lacrosse action to you live and online. And of course, Dreamcatcher Charitable Fund, a longtime game sponsor of the Six Nations Chiefs. Travis Longboat spins off his check, gets a pick from Delzato. Armstrong to Robinson. Robinson looks to dive, one-handed shot, and that one off the top of the shoulder of Holichuk. Armstrong again, using his size to his advantage. Shot off the shoulder of Holichuk and into the corner, and the Chiefs have possession of the ball. Nanticoke again, he's got 4 to Stotts, he's got a couple. Nanticoke, Stotts playing catch long distance. Nanticoke winds up, that one whistles off the shoulder. That one had some girth on it, that shot. Keto out there with Bomberry. Bomberry's turn. pumps. Tries to find a hole, sees Nanticoke. Nanticoke goes down under. There's a rebound from Durston. Shot saved by Orleman. You can see Durston looking up into the air after Orleman stopped that one. Durston's been snake bitten as Holochuk comes back. 1:30 remains here in regulation time. Kodiaks 11, Chiefs 8. Here both teams playing their final game of the MSL Classic here at the track. Armstrong peels off to Drake. Bennett Drake now with it. He finds Curtis with the shot, and that one goes wide. Liam LeClaire out to Bomberry. 1:10 remain. Holochuk sprints to the bench in favor of an extra attacker. 6-on-5. Nanticoke sees Keto. Keto with a shot and a goal. The magic of Keto Hill continues in this MSL Classic. As Keto Hill gets a pass from Bomberry behind the net. No one had an eye as Orleman is arguing as Keto Hill dives from behind. And Keto Hill, one of the only players that has played every single game of this MSL Classic for the Chiefs, has scored again. Holochuk already on the bench in favor of an extra attacker. That's Tyson Bell out there. Kaminga. Armstrong on the draw. Ball comes loose. Bomberry now with it. Bomberry spins off. He's got the ball, collects a pair. Keto now with it. Keto spins. Durston, 45 remaining here. There's a shot from Thompson, deflected off of Armstrong. Loose ball picked up by Thompson. Armstrong. As both teams arguing here. 34 seconds remain as Tyson Bell takes a whap, and we've got an awful lot of whistles going on here. And again, referees not liking anything that Austin Stotts says. And it's probably another unsportsmanlike penalty, and they've just told Austin Stotts to go to the bench. So Stotts, he's going to get first crack at the hot water and warm towels and dry towels tonight. That's a bit of a blow to the Chiefs. And this time it's Jordan Durston going to the bench as the officials tossing two Six Nations Chiefs players. But again, thank you very much for joining us for this MSL Classic as the officials sort things out. It's been a great 5-week ride here at the MSL Classic, so thank you very much for joining us. It's been a lot of fun bringing it to you, and had a great time here at the track. And again, we got to thank Jamie Dowick for supplying this world-class facility to Major Series Lacrosse for this special MSL Classic. It's been a lot of fun. And of course, Brooklyn Owen Sound playing in the other game. Not sure what the score is there. I know it's done. We got Matt Carrick. He was on the mic tonight. That's Matt Carrick. How's it going, buddy? And tomorrow night, Brooklyn and the Oakville Rock will round things out in the MSL Classic as Kessler Doolittle takes a shot at Colton Armstrong. I think this goes back to the incident a while ago. And of course, Brooklyn winning that game 6-5, we were just told. Thank you very much for filling us in on that. Another tight one here at the MSL Classic as Kessler Doolittle and Colton Armstrong exchange words. They both have their gloves on. And Doolittle and Armstrong are going to be heading to the warm water and dry towels. With 29.4 remaining here. This has been a great game. The second half of play has been mired by stoppages. The first half was very free-flowing, nothing really called, and then all of a sudden, it's been like a stop and start drill here for a while as both teams going on the power play and as the officials try and sort things out. As, again, we'd like to thank you, the viewers, for joining us in on this journey. It's been a great one. So thank you, and a huge hats off to you for being part of this. And, of course, Gary Morrison and the entire JVI Sports Network crew. Hardest working group in lacrosse in this country. I'll stand by that one, as the JVI crew deserves a hats off for bringing you MSL action. Not only that, the Survivors Cup, obviously, from Akwesasne over the weekend. And, of course, the Ontario Junior Lacrosse League tournament. As things wind down here, as the Kodiaks are content on holding the ball. And the MSL Classic is going to wind down for the Cobourg Kodiaks and the Six Nations Chiefs. And hopefully we can do it for real in the summer of 2022, and you can make it a final here. The Cobourg Kodiaks 11 and the Six Nations Chiefs 9. For Daryl Smart and the entire JVI Sports Network crew, thank you very much for joining us. This MSL Classic was a lot of fun to do, and I know it's my last one, so thank you very much for following along on the journey. And we will see you on the JVI Sports Network tomorrow when the Brooklyn Lacrosse Club faces off against the Oakville Rock to wind up this MSL Classic. So thank you very much for joining us, and we will see you next time.